Welcome back to Fairyqueen Talks. Today's episode is for the parents, the caregivers, the teachers, the aunties, the uncles, the chosen family. It's for anyone who lies awake at night worrying about someone they love who has to move through a world they can't fully control. If that's you, take a breath with me because this episode is about protection and what it really looks like. We talk a lot about being a mama bear, about guarding, hovering, defending, stepping in, standing in front. And while that instinct comes from love, I want to gently challenge something today. True protection isn't about hovering, it's about empowering. Limits of being the protector. Here's the hard truth we don't always want to admit. We cannot protect people when we are not physically there. We can't follow them into every classroom, workplace, relationship, medical appointment, or social space. We can't helicopter around every situation they'll ever be in. And trying to do that, trying to control every outcome, doesn't actually make them safer. It can quietly teach them, I can't do this without you. The world is too dangerous for me to navigate. My power only exists when someone else is present. That is not protection. That's fear wearing love's clothing. What protection actually is? Real protection is quieter, it's slower, and it's way more powerful. Protection is giving someone the tools, physically, emotionally, mentally, to recognize danger, set boundaries, trust themselves, and respond. It's teaching them what their body feels like when something is wrong, that their no doesn't need to be polite, that confusion is a signal, that discomfort matters, that they are allowed to take up space. Because here's the thing, they will continue to go into environments we cannot be in. So the question becomes, what are they carrying with them when they go? Fear or confidence? Silence or language? Dependence or self trust? Safe space versus control. One of the most protective things we can be is a safe space, a place they can come to without fear of punishment, dismissal, or shame, a place where they can say, I don't know what to do. I think something fell off. I made a mistake. I need help. Being a safe space doesn't mean fixing everything. It means listening without hijacking their story. It means believing them. It means not centering our own fear, anger, or ego. Sometimes protection isn't stepping in front, it's standing beside. Advocacy where they can't. There are places where our role is to fight, not in ways that disempower, but in places that are hidden, inaccessible, or stacked against them. This is where advocacy comes in. Battles burden bureaucracy in institutions, in policies, in systems obsessed with respectability politics. When they don't have the language, the access, or the power, we do. And we use that power not to speak over them, but to clear the path, not to replace their voice, but to protect their right to use it. That's real protection. Self awareness as care. Being self aware as a parent or caregiver isn't about doing what feels protective to us. It's about asking, does this honor their dignity? Does this build their capacity? Or does it make me feel calmer while making them smaller? Sometimes the most loving thing we can do is sit with our own anxiety instead of passing it on. Because empowerment can feel scary. Letting go can feel terrifying. But empowerment says, I trust you. I believe you. You are capable. And that belief stays with them long after we're gone. The strength of knowing someone is in your corner. Here's something we don't talk about enough. Just knowing someone is fighting in your corner changes everything. Even when you're standing alone, even when you're scared, even when you don't win, that knowledge gives strength, it gives courage, it gives resilience. It tells them, I'm not imagining this, I'm not weak, I'm not alone. And from that place, people learn how to fight their own battles in ways that are true to them. A message to the warriors. So, this is for you. If you worry you're not doing enough, If you're scared, you'll get it wrong. If you're learning how to trust your own parenting or teaching, you don't have to be everywhere. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be a bear. You just have to be present, honest, willing to listen, willing to grow. Empowerment is protection that lasts. So, in closing, thank you so much for holding space for this conversation with me today. If this episode resonated with you, sit with it. Let it soften something, let it challenge something. And remember, the greatest gift we can give the people we love is not our control, it's their own power. Thank you very much for listening to Fairyqueen Talks. See you next time.